Iran has rejected the ceasefire. We have oil whipping around like a drunk trader at 3 p.m. on a Friday. The VIX is elevated and the news is terrifying. And you know what? I still managed to make some money. While retail investors are panic selling or refreshing their portfolios every 5 minutes, doom scrolling through war headlines and just freaking out or listening to their next door neighbor, Bobby, and asking their broke friends what to do, we are collecting premium calmly, systematically, every single week. And I'm going to show you guys exactly how and why 99% of retail will lose money during a conflict like this. Let me show you guys first because I don't like to do theory here without receipts. I like to show actual proof of work. Just today alone, March 25th, 2026, we were able to generate $759 in premium off of just 3 trades. So we had a SOFI cash secured, we collected $137 on. We had a PLTR leap. So this is just a buy call that we took actually literally yesterday. So acquired March 24th, sold March 25th, and we made $256 on that trade. And we have an Amazon 210 cash secured put, which we made $365 on. So as you guys can see, the strategy works. And for this month, we are just over $9,000 in profit, and we still have this whole week left to go. Now, real quick, if any of you guys are option sellers out there, I want you to drop a comment right now and tell me how much premium you guys were able to collect today or this week. Seriously, tell me a number. I want to see who in this YouTube community is actually out here putting in the work, or if you guys are actually running the wheel strategy properly. So I'm going to give you guys the very fast version of what's actually happening because I know you've seen fragments everywhere, and none of it really adds up. You hear this side say one thing, and it's all very confusing. So Iran has rejected the ceasefire agreement that Trump supposedly said was airtight. That's the headline that we're seeing all over. What that actually means for markets is continued premium environment, elevated volatility, and oil that is swinging $5 to $10 a day without any type of warning. So as you guys can tell by this chart, the oil prices were a lot cheaper 2 weeks ago, and I'm sure you guys can feel it in your pockets as well. Just 2 weeks ago, we were sitting at about $70 to $74 a barrel, which is doable. You know, you guys weren't paying such high gas prices. And then we see this massive jump up after the war started escalating more and more. So you guys see oil prices literally almost doubled in price in a matter of 10 days because of this conflict. Trump tweeted this weekend that there is an agreement in place and everything is going perfectly fine and the war is going to be ended soon. So naturally, you see the prices of oil drop because people say, hey, maybe things aren't getting worse and oil prices will eventually start coming down. So we saw a 16% drop in oil the past 3 days. So you have Trump saying one thing, you have Iran saying the opposite. My AI agent, the Dawn bot system, flagged something this week that most people completely missed. Okay, so the Dawn bot, every single day, you guys receive alerts just like this. And it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a bot that tracks Donald Trump because this guy is moving the markets every single day with just a tweet. So I need to be updated consistently throughout the day what this guy is saying and where he's at and what he's doing. It's that simple. Conservatives are gathering for CPAC with the right openly divided over the Iran war. That is not a united front. And my Dawn bot was able to catch this earlier last week. What that is it's internal fracture at the policy level, which means unpredictable decision making, which means continued volatility in energy markets. And Trump's China trip, originally scheduled, was delayed because of the Iran situation and now has been rescheduled to May 14th and 15th in Beijing. And that was picked up by Dawnbot right here at 2:03 p.m. So another thing is the VIX is currently sitting at 25.32. That is not a crisis number, guys. That is a premium seller's dream. If this was a crisis number, even 34, I mean, yeah, that's high, but anything above 40, that's what I consider we are in a crisis. People are panicking, but that's not really what we're seeing in the markets. I need to say something that's going to make some of you uncomfortable. And I want you to sit with me before you type any angry comments, all right? If your response to Iran rejecting the ceasefire is to close your app and just wait, you are guaranteed to stay broke. Not maybe, not probably, but guaranteed. Here's why I say that It's simple. The market doesn't pause for your fear. The market doesn't care about your feelings. And it certainly doesn't reschedule volatility because you haven't figured out your strategy yet. Does that make sense? While you guys are waiting for things to calm down, premium sellers like myself and everyone inside the Discord are collecting paychecks every single week. People with a system are running a process that doesn't require prediction. You don't need to know if oil goes to 110 or 75. You just need to know how to profit either way from the situation. You think the goal is to be right, but it's not, because nobody really knows which way the market is going to go at the end of the day, unless you have a magic 8 ball I need to know about. And if you do, please hit me up, because the goal is just to be paid. It's that simple. We are all in this game to make money. Being right and being paid are two completely different things when it comes to option trading. And most retail traders never figure this little key part out. They spend years and years trying to predict direction, losing money on calls and puts, blaming the market, blaming the news, blaming the hedge funds, and they never look in the mirror and say, wait, maybe I'm playing the wrong game here. And I'll tell you guys one thing, free information is the most expensive thing on the internet. You know why? Because free information doesn't come with accountability. It doesn't come with a framework, and it doesn't come with position sizing or risk. There's a reason why it is free, and they're giving it to you. Now, you might have never heard of what the VIX is, the volatility index, and that's okay, because inside Ahmad Capital, we have this handy dandy tool called the Shield, which is another AI agent that is fully deployed in the Discord, which you will have access to every single day. And this agent is going to fire off 2 times a day. So you have once at 10:30 a.m. and the second one is going to be at 3:30 p.m. And the reason for this is literally in the name, to shield your capital. So one of the big key factors in my strategy is always having cash on the sidelines to deploy. And with this, you guys will get the market breadth, put call ratio, the VIX, any macro events happening for that day, and any geopolitical risks happening in that day that could potentially make the market be more volatile. And then you guys will receive a risk score. So right now we're sitting pretty moderate, normal market conditions according to the data. And according to Shield, which again is here to shield your capital, says to hold 17% cash in your portfolio and to have about 83% deployed so you can take advantage of the high premiums. Now, let me walk you guys through another cool AI agent that I have in this Discord. So today, March 25th, Sigma, our scanner, scans the market every single day across 31 tickers that I have in my watch list. And what it does is it scans for the best cash secured put and leap opportunities. Again, it's going to give you a score for both of them. And there's a certain framework that I teach inside Ahmad Capital when it comes to the scoring and how you guys can actually capitalize on these scans that you will receive every single day. Just today, for example, we see the top 2 picks, number 1 being SOFI. So it's recommending a $15 strike, and it's telling you that you're going to receive 75 cents per share or $75. This contract expires 5/1, so it's about 35 days, 34 days, 5% return in 34 days. I mean, where can you find that type of return? Again, these are considered safe trades to take. So a 15 strike would put you guys all the way down here. So you're basically getting a free $75 and you're buying yourself about 10% protection on the downside. So you get paid $75 upfront. If the stock drops below 15, you are required to buy 100 shares. If it goes to 15.06 or 07, whatever, you keep the full $75 by expiration date, and then you get your money back, which is the collateral, and you do it again. Now, I just want to talk about the war rooms because we have the wheel trades, we have a 10K account challenge, and we have leap trades. So we have Atlas, which gives you guys 3 market briefs throughout the day, one at 8:30, one at 12:30, and then one when the market closes at 4:15. So I had a member, and I'm not going to name any names, who came in very skeptical on the whole wheel strategy. He joined the war room and started running the wheel strategy with me for about 8 weeks. And he told me last month that he'd collected more premium over those 8 weeks than he'd made the entire previous year trying to pick winners. Do me a favor, Subscribe to the channel, hit a like, drop a comment, do something. Seriously, if you've made it this far and you're not subscribed, you're leaving free education on the table every single week. And you're kind of hindering me from growth. So why did you stay this long if you're not going to click like, Show a little appreciation, guys. Let me just talk about the War Room for 60 seconds because I want to be direct with you guys. It's $9.99 a week. That's less than your morning coffee run, less than a random app subscription that you guys forgot you had for the past 12 months, and less than the commission you paid on the last bad trade you made without a proper system. Or you can go annually for $397 for the full year. And that's just over $1 a day for all those agents that I just mentioned that are in the Discord, and you guys will have full access to them. And that's not even to mention Theta, who is going to drop full analysis every single week or every single month, depending on any news updates with certain tickers that we trade. And you guys will get full detailed reports just like this. So use this to your advantage, guys, because I have had members make a lot of money just off these PDFs. So if you guys don't want to do the wheel strategy, that's fine. You guys could still benefit from these documents. That is completely fine because you know what? At the end of the day, you guys could still benefit from these analysis. If anything that I just said interests you guys in the slightest bit, you can start a free trial, get your 3-day free trial, and just go ahead and try it out. You have nothing to lose. Go ahead, click the button, try it out, look around, see if the system fits your life. If it doesn't, you leave, and I wish you guys well. But if it does, and I think it will, you'll wonder why you guys waited so long. So here's a question I want you to sit with before clicking away. How much did your last bad trade actually cost you? Not your worst trade ever, just the bad last one. Be honest with yourself. Was it more than $397? Was it more than a few weeks of $9.99? The Iran conflict is not over. Oil is not done moving, and the VIX is not going back to 15 next week. We have a lot of geopolitical uncertainty with daily swings that scare retail out of the market, and this is the exact environment where the wheel makes you the most money. So take advantage of this opportunity, guys. Premiums are high. Fear is high, and disciplined sellers eat while everyone else panics. Drop the word wheel in the comments. I read every single comment. There's not many of them as this is a new channel, but I just want to know how many of you are serious about building real income strategy instead of hoping for your next pick to go to the moon, because we're not moon traders here. As clearly stated on the website, we target 2 to 5% a month. It's that simple. We don't try to take these big swings. We don't try to take these crypto trades that are going to 100x our money. We don't like doing any of that because at the end of the day, you're gambling, and we're not here to gamble, guys, are we? So this is not a fit for you if you guys want overnight 10x plays. You chase breakouts and ignore actual risk. You cannot size your positions properly. You put emotions over rules, or you consistently want someone to do the thinking for you, because at the end of the day, you guys are joining this group to learn things. And I want you to be able to learn how to actually trade while using all the tools that I built inside the Discord to your advantage. I'll see you guys inside the Discord.